Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part two of my process elimination playthrough. I am Twisted Games, and in the last episode, we got some weird thing with what you call the quartering Duke, and we got kidnapped by the senior detective to go to the detective agency. So, if you do enjoy this, give it a like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content for process elimination. Now, from the last episode, I did increase down the BG, the overall game volume of it. So I lowered it down a little bit, lowered the sound effect on my buttons down, and also raised the voice level because this guy here, his voice is so damn low. He needs to increase his volume. So I increase his up a little bit. So let's see what happens. And also, everything's in Japanese. None of it's English. So I'll be talking a lot more. Great. Well, let's continue.
ダメだ。決められない。
Nope, I've got nothing. It's Abbott Homes quietly as I trek on, but before long I see a parting in trees. As the heliport stretches before me, to its right sits a relatively small three-story building. Though it blocks my line of sight, I assume that the manor is just up ahead at the top of the hill. This structure here must be the one the senior detective warned me against entering. It's not like I really trust the guy, so I'm immediately a bit curious to sneak a peek inside. As the thought crosses my mind, a sudden sense of unease washes over me. On my tablet's map, I see numerous circular icons displayed within the building's walls. Not just a handful either. Dozens of icons crowd around like ants swarming over food. Judging by my own mark on the map, I think these icons are all people, but if that's the case, what does this mean? My apprehension refuses to die down. I get the sense that going in there would only end in regret, just as the senior detective had warned me. I need to decide on my next step carefully. I will. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna trust the senior detective right now. I'm gonna ignore it and head to the manor. I have to do what senior detective suggested. I make my way toward the manor at the peak of the mountain. My mentor always chided me for being so rash. Maybe I wouldn't have been abducted if I had just waited for him just like I was supposed to. What's more, I get this deep feeling of dread whenever I look at the building to the right of the heliport. I should follow senior detective's advice, especially considering that he must have a way better grasp of the situation than me.
本当に何なんだよ、この島は。
What is this place, really? This island? I make my way up the mountain, quietly grumbling to myself, but suddenly... What the... A chill runs down my spine. I quickly turn to look behind me, but the only thing in sight is that building. I get the strange feeling that going there would have had irrevocable consequences for me. While I think lingers, but I turn my back and keep going in spite of it. I think I made the right decision ignoring that. I continue up the twisting mountain path for about 15 minutes until at last I arrive at the manor door. It was a gentle incline, but I'm so spent, I wearily take a seat, rest my back against the outside wall of the manor. It's that kind of setting you'd expect in any mystery novel. The manor's exterior speaks to its age and smells faintly of lumber. During my approach, I can only gasp at the structure's imposing beauty. Upon closer inspection, I notice its windows are constructed from unnaturally thick glass, impossible to break or peek through. They have a circular perimeter, but there don't appear any points of entry aside from the front door. If anything, it seems like it was built to house prisoners, not residents. This definitely isn't your average manor. What on earth could it be waiting within? I slow down and catch my breath. My hand is damp with sweat as I turn the knob of the manor's only entrance. A loud clank rings out as its wings open with ease. The interior seems normal enough.
警戒しすぎか。
Am I just overthinking things? I ask weakly as I take a step inside. As soon as I let go of the knob, the door closes on its own, not one moment later. What the hell? Huh? A sharp pain suddenly arose in my head, causing me to stagger involuntarily. Shut my feet expands rapidly. My spine tingles as I feel something rush quickly towards me. Without any moment of hesitation, I kick out and leap to the side. However, something slams hard against the back of my skull. The impact sends me flying. My vision swims, my mind already fading. I find myself unable to stand, and the world fades to white. Did I just die? What is this?
おいおい、こいつ全然起きねえぞ。一発蹴りでもかますか？
Yo, guys, this chump ain't waking up. How about I kick him around a bit?
ヤマトさん、乱暴はやめようよ。
Don't be so violent, Rowdy. I hear voices nearby.
飛逆パイセンに賛成。暴力とかマジないっしょ。水ぶっかけるくらいでよくね？
I told side with doleful here. Violence is so not cool. Why don't we just, like, dump a bucket of water on him instead?
渋谷さんも大概過激だな。ここは冷静にね。
The idea is just an extreme downtown. Let's try and consider our options rationally. You know, their voices are loud, man. I don't understand. Like their voices just when someone's too loud, the main character's voice is so damn low. You can't understand it. Like if you spoke like no Japanese, you can barely hear what he's saying.
もしや心肺が止まっているのではないか。我が速やかに心臓マッサージを。
Mayhaps his vital organs are unresponsive. I shall administer a cardiac massage at once. Mayhaps? Isn't that supposed to be perhaps? Nice. Keep going.
その必要はありません。どうやら目を覚ましたようですよ。
No need for that. I think he's waking up. I open my eyes, my vision is blurred. The dizzying pain in my head is unbearable. There's a constant ring in my ears, and my body won't move an inch. A wave of nausea comes over me, but I manage to stop myself from groaning.
僕は痛い。
What happened? I vaguely recall being hit by something the moment I stepped into the manor. At last, my vision finally clears up.
あなたたちは。
Who are you people? When my eyes were focused, I met with several unfamiliar faces and a sturdy rope binding me. I'm tied up, surrounded by a group of strangers who wonder what is going on.
おい、てめえ侵入者こら！
You lousy intruder. A girl in a sports jacket grabs me by my throat, glaring menacingly. She looks to be in her early teens, but her strength is incredible. I can't get a peep out while trapped in her iron grip.
本部で待ち伏せたいい度胸してんじゃねえか。どこの組織の回し者だてめえ。あ
You got some stones jumping on us on our home turf? Who are you spying for, huh? Huh?
ヤマト探偵さん、落ち着いて。
Calm down, rowdy detective.
落ち着いてられるかよ。こいつは俺たちの仲間をぶち殺した犯人かもしれねえんだぞ。
To hell with that.
黙りこぼれやがったよ。許せねえぜ。
To hell with that. Is Jamoke Maito a fed? A fed? A fed some of our own. Plus, he won't even give us an answer. I ain't just gonna let that slide. Okay, this has some bad translations, ladies and gentlemen. Very bad translations.
だけど、首を締め上げたままでは何も話せませんよ。
Well, he can't talk if you're actively choking him. Now, can he? Very true. Very facts.
え？
Huh?
おお、科学探偵の言う通りだな。悪かったよ、侵入者。本当にすまねえ。
You got a point, techie detective. Sorry, intruder. My bad. 100%. The girl in the sports jacket lets me go, then immediately falls to her knees, touching her head to the floor as she apologizes.
顔を上げてください。気にしてませんから。よくわかりませんけど、僕は怪しまれるのに十分な理由があったんですよね。
It's okay. You don't need to grovel about it. I'm still in the dark here, but I get that you have every reason to suspect me.
その通りだが、このままじゃ筋が通らねえ。けじめだ。手痛いのを一発、俺に見舞ってくれ。
I don't know if that works like that way, Rowdy. But that checks out, but don't make us right. One bad turn deserves another, so come on, hit me. Two wrongs don't make a right.
そんなことしませんよ。というか、縛られてるのでできません。顔を上げてください。
No way I'm gonna do that. Besides, I can't. I'm all tied up, so please stop bowing. That's true, he is tied up.
実は僕も状況が全然わからなくて混乱してるんです。皆さんは何なんですか？それにこの島は一体何が起こってるんですか？
I have literally no idea what's happening. Who are all of you? What's this island? What's going on around here? As I ask the so-called route detective my questions, a boy in a wheelchair approaches us.
自らの意思でこの島を訪れたわけではないのですね。それに詳しいことは何もわからないと。
So this person here has two different eyeballs. So his name is Techie. So I guess one eye is probably like a mechanical, like tech, and the other eye is actually his normal eye. I think you aren't here on your own volition. You said you aren't informed on the situation, right?
ええ。老子探偵という人に連れてこられたらしいんですが。
Yeah, all I know is
仕事は何も。
yeah, all I know is that senior detective brought me here.
老子探偵があなたを。
Senior detective? The boy called Techie Detective cups his chin in thought.
先ほど眼球運動を確認した限り気絶していたのは間違いない。自作自演で気絶していた可能性もあるけど、一度事実として考えた方が良さそうだ。でもあの老子探偵が何の目的も告げずにこの本部まで。
I checked your eyes to verify you were unconscious, which assumed it wasn't a self-induced ruse for now, but senior detective bringing you to HQ.
連れてくるなんて何か違和感がある。このお兄さんは僕らとは立ち位置が違うのか。八崎港事件の捜査にどう関係があるの？
It doesn't sit well with me. Where do you fit in the rest of us? What do you have to do with the Quartering Duke investigation? So this guy actually thinks with logic, which is actually very nice. I love logic people.
おい、科学探偵ってばよ。
Oh, yo, or techie detective.
わかった。ごめんなさい。ちょっと考え込んでしまって。
Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought. Rowdy Detective pokes Techie Detective, snapping him out of his trance. He dips his head in apology. I'm as cute as ever right now, but I have heard of these two detectives before.
この人たちの集まりをまさか。
Doesn't mean all of them are.
トリマ、その人の名は解いてあげね。縛ったまま尋問するとか、どんなプレイだよって感じでキモいじゃん。
Anyway, should we let this guy loose? Keep growing him while he's still all tied up, and people are going to think we're into this kind of stuff. I mean, some people prefer being tied up. That's your preference.
待って、渋谷探偵さん。
Oh, hold on, downtown detective. Don't tell me that's her name, downtown.
ん？何？
Oh my god. Oh what?
ごめんなさい。縄を解くのは待つべきだと思うんだ。
Oh, so sorry. It's just we should wait a bit longer. I think. Okay, so the girl on the left is clearly Mikan from Danganronpa 2. Is it just me, or is that Mikan? Basically, she's literally a copy and paste of Mikan. Train girl responds to indignation, causing a frail boy to tear. You know what? The girl on the right is also Sonia. Never mind, from Danganronpa 2. If I had to take a wild guess what these characters are based off of. Nevertheless, he doesn't back down.
敵は20人以上を殺せる毒を有しているわけで、もし彼が敵であった場合、両手が自由になれば、微量の毒を撒くだけで僕らを全滅させられる。
Time out. This person on my left is a guy? What's up with a guy in this? Their voice is does not say a man. Okay. Our enemy wields a deadly poison that can kill over 20 people. This is said he could wipe us all just by scattering a trace amount of it.
身体検査もなしに自由にするのは 危険すぎるよ。
Freeing him without at least a pat down would be far too dangerous.
あーね、うちがせっかちだったわ。ごめんね。
Oh yeah, I guess I had a little antsy there. My bad. Even though her idea got rejected, the trainer girl called Downtown Detective laughed as if nothing happened.
飛脚探偵さん Thank you。 さすがは序列14位。マジリスペクトなんですけど。
Thanks, doleful detective. No wonder you're number 14. Mad props.
怖がりなだけだよ。僕なんて。ただ、研究棟の皆さんのような犠牲はもう絶対に出したくないから。
Nonsense. I'm just paranoid still. I don't want any more victims like all those people in the research
慎
facility.
重すぎるくらいに行動しよう。
If anything, we need to be overcautious. The somewhat Adronicus youth speaks with a voice full of fear. Based on those in the research facility, the comment catch my attention, but now's the time to be asking questions. Said I should hold my tongue and continue to watch in silence.
心配無用だぞ、飛脚探偵殿。仮に彼が何かを企んでいようとも、この武装探偵がお主らの身は必ず守り抜こう。
Now we went back to the 1800s. Fear not, Sir Doleful Detective. Even should his intentions prove nefarious, I, armored detective, swear to protect you. You cannot tell me that's a guy. You don't person on the left, you literally cannot tell me in my eyes that's a guy. The armored man rests one hand on the youth he called Doleful Detective and the other on Downtown Detective.
ありがとうございます、武装さん。僕は運動がからきしなので、すごく頼もしいです。
Thanks, Armor. Physical exertion is a lot for me, so I appreciate it. So all these people, like Downtown, Techie, that's your aliases. So the boy smiles at Armor Detective. Downtown Detective whips off the gauntlet, looking utterly repulsed.
うちは結構です。暑苦しさやばいんで、秒で離れてもらえます？序列32位の武装探偵さん。
So she refers to everyone by numbers. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I'm good. You're like suffocating me. Would you back off, number 32?
おお、我の序列を覚えてくれているのか。このメンバーで唯一の30位以下だというのに。我は感動したぞ。必ずお主の命を守り抜こう。
I recall my rank, despite my being the only one here that is lower than 30. My heart is steered. I swear my life to protect you. By the way, my number is also lower than 30, so or higher. I guess what he says meant higher than 30, but technically 30, 31. Yeah, we'll continue.
うげ、皮肉が通じないんですけど。うざ。
Take a hint. How annoying can you get? Armor Detective happily strides closer to Downtown Detective. He doesn't seem to notice a look of genuine disgust on her face.
ひとまず探偵デバイスでリーダーに連絡を取ってみたよ。
Moving on, we should touch base with the chief on our D-pads.
探偵デバイス同士の通信なら、この洋館からでも研究棟に通じるみたいで助かったね。
We're lucky our devices signals allowed us to communicate from a manor to the research facility. A man who looks like a corporate employee joins the conversation. He holds a familiar tablet-like device in his hands, a D-pad, the trademark of the Detective Alliance. My heart beats fast in spite of myself, as I guess is the nature of my company.
ありがとよ、社畜探偵。行動が早くて助かるぜ。
Thanks, workaholic detective. You're always a click on your feet, so his Elias is a workaholic.
ほうれん草は社会人の基本なんてね。そちらの眠り姫についてリーダーに確認も取ってみたけど、どうやら彼も私たち探偵同盟の仲間だそうだよ。
My main character's Alias's name should be Sleeping Beauty. Let's go. Let's do this. Adulting 101, plan, do, check, act, haha. As far as Sleeping Beauty here, I got in touch with the chief. He's indeed a fellow member of the DA.
念のため君自身にも聞くけど、間違いないよね。
To be safe, I'd like to confirm with you directly. This is no mistake, right?
はい、間違いありません。まだ探偵デバイスを受け取ったばかりの新人ですけど。
Alright, no mistake about it though. I only just got my D-pad. Honestly, I completely knew this. Everything clicks into place as I speak with the man referred to as workaholic detective. I knew it, they really are part of the Lions. And these aren't just average members, they're so famous even nobody like me knows them. There's going to be one possible reason why a group of detectives like this would be gathered here. It was the same thing I had been brought for, to discuss how to handle Quartering Duke. They're all here for the meeting, no doubt.
残る謎はまだ探偵ネームも持たない新人がどうしてこの探偵同盟本部にいるのかという点だね。
The only question that remains is, why would a new recruit who lacks even a proper allies be here at Detective Alliance HQ?
君も八つ崎港対策会議に招集されたのかい？
Were you also invited to participate in our discussion regarding how to deal with the Quartering Duke?
はい、同志探偵から説明を受けて、自分の探偵デバイスもありますよ。
But yes, the Danger Tech explained it to me. Oh, that's right, I have my own D-pad too.
胸ポケットに入っていたデバイスはやはり君自身のものだったんだね。悪いけど勝手に体を調べさせてもらったよ。
So the one in your shirt pocket really was yours. My apologies, I took the liberty of searching you.
え、いつの間に。
What? When? I don't know how, but Workaholic Detective is clearly holding my device. That fact he could swipe it without my noticing is terrifying.
それでは少々お手を拝借。
Now then, it will allow me to borrow your hand for just a moment. Workaholic Detective grabs my hand to bypass the D-pad's fingerprint authentication, navigating to the message application with practice ease. Seems to be checking my invitation to Quartering Duke meeting, which I had been reading just before I fell unconscious.
なるほど。私に届いた連絡と一字一句違わない。確かに君もこの対策会議のメンバーらしいね。
I see. It's the exact same message as the one I received. It appears you truly will be joining us. Relief watches through me at Workaholic Detective smile, but it doesn't last long.
まあこの島に潜入できるほどのものならメールの偽造なんて簡単に行えるだろうけど。
That being said, anyone capable of illustrating this, I would have no trouble faking a simple email. Workaholic Detective smiles turns grim. His piercing gaze cuts right through me, making my body flare up with goosebumps.
下手なまでしでかすんじゃねえぞ。三途の川の対岸まで殴り飛ばされたくなきゃな。
Making lousy knockoffs, eh? You're asking for a one-way ticket to hell, pal, courtesy of my fist.
他の探偵さんたちのような独自の気配が君からは一切感じられない。一体何者なの？
You don't give out that unique presence the rest of the detectives have. Just who are you?
結論を出すには検討材料が不足しすぎています。情報が揃うまでは監視はやむなしかと。
We lack sufficient data for any conclusions for now. We have no choice but to keep him on our surveillance until we can find out more. The other detectives watch me warily, their eyes making it abundantly clear that they're on high alert. I completely understand why they suspect my exceptional circumstances, but that doesn't make their looks sting any less. Toying on doleful detectives' unsettling remarks earlier leads me to wonder what happened to Detective Alliance.
まあさ、怪しんでばかりじゃ拉致が開かないし、鳥間うちらに同行させりゃいいんじゃね？
Well, being on edge won't help us at all, so why don't we just, I don't know, bring him along?
同志のじっちゃんも見つけなきゃだしさ。言い争ってる暇とかないっしょ。
We still gotta find Old Man Senior, so it's not like we have time to stand around arguing.
気が合うな、渋谷探偵殿。我も同意見である。証拠が出るまでは彼も仲間の一員でよかろう。
Reminds her as one lead downtown detective. I'll fully concur. Let's treat him as a compatriot until more evidence appears.
あんたと同意見なのは点下げなんだけど。
Our minds will have a part weirdo, but whatevs.
うち頭悪いからさ。武装ちゃんの言う通り、その人も一緒に連れてっていいと思うわけ。
Call me an airhead, but with armor on this, I think it'd be chill to take with
ミ
him.
ステリ物で仲間割れとか死亡フラグだしね。
Besides, I know my mystery story. Explaining it would be like total suicide.
ミステリものって。
Mystery stories, you say? Techie detective smiles wearily as Rowdy detective grabs a rope tying me up.
まあ渋谷の言う通りだな。
Yeah, downtown's got the right idea. I bet you it tears my restraints apart as they're made of paper. I don't move freely except for my bound hands. But still, that what raw physical strain, it's hard to believe a girl smaller than me can be so powerful.
仲間同士で疑い合ってたら八つ咲公の思うツボだ。俺もひとまずあんたを信じることにするぜ。
Mistrusting each other is exactly what the quartering duke wants, so for now, I'll trust you too.
行動の前に一言確認を取ってほしかったところだけど、私も同意見だよ。先ほど体を調べたとき、何も見つからなかったしね。
I wish you'd asked before acting, but at least I do agree with the notion. My research didn't turn up anything suspicious.
君にはひとまず我々と行動を共にしてもらおう。ただし今は一刻を争う時代だ。私たちがどんな状況に置かれているかについては、また移動しながら教えるよ。
Oh, this is plot exposition. Let's go. Until further notice, you'll be coming with us. Seeing as this is a race against the clock, I have to catch you up as soon as we move along.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. The detective headed out one after another. Now that the mood has lightened up, but I can't help but allow a sign of relief. So plenty of suspects get interrogated in mystery novels and shows, but never did I expect to be the one in the hot seat. Life sure keeps you on your toes.
そういえば侵入者さんのことをなんて呼べばいい？まだ探偵ネームないんでしょ？せっかくだし今決めちゃおうよ。
That reminds me, what should we call you, intruder? We don't have a detective Elias yet, right? It's your chance to pick one.
僕の名前は
Well, my name is. First, stop myself from answering downtown detective with my real name. Keeping your name secret is the first rule of Detective Alliance. It can be dealt with your identity to get out between cases. That's why upon joining DA, members are given a one-word code name based on a defined characteristic of theirs. That code name is known as Detective Alliance. I long to have known on my own ever since Mr. Kunjoji told me about the please be sleeping. I want to be sleeping so badly.
僕の探偵ネームは
My Detective Alliance is Despite my yearning for one, it's hard to think of anything on the spot. I have no experience, skills, or defining characteristics. To be frequently honest, I couldn't even begin to guess why I was let into the Detective Alliance.
いや悩みすぎっしょ。君さ、見た感じうちより年上っぽいのに、なんでそんなに余裕ないわけ？人生の先輩がそこまで情けないと、ぶっちゃけ反応に困るんですけど。
Wait, my main character's older than she is? Since when? What, is it that hard? You're older than me? Shouldn't you have more life experience? Like, seriously, dude, I can't even with you.
面目ないです。
Sorry, this is really embarrassing.
ほら、一緒に考えようよ。特技は何？今までの事件で得意だと感じたことないわけ？
Oh no, please don't be housekeeping. Please don't. If this guy's name is housekeeping, we're screwed. We're done. Let's think of one together. What are your skills? Anything you're good at in all the cases you've been in so far? My guy has solved 0 cases.
猫を探すのが得意でした。なぜか好かれるので。
I'm good at finding cats. They like me. Downtown Detective gives a deep sigh. My amateur says fills me with shame.
じゃあ、無能探偵ってことでよろしく。
Alright then, how do we call you incompetent detective? Oh no, please. No, let's not do that. What? Now that's just cruel. You might as well be saying I'm good for nothing. I mean, not that is true, but still. I obviously prefer a different name, but before I can object.
他のみんなもいい名前が決まるまでは無能探偵って呼ぶ感じでおなしゃす。
Hey everyone, until we think of something better, this here is incompetent detective, okay?
大和男児らしい謙虚な名前だな。好感が持てるぜ。
Nice and humble, fit for a youngin' itching to find his place in the world.
飛脚探偵さんや社畜探偵さんと同じく特徴をカリカチュアしたタイプの名前なんですね。
I see so as a caricature of your traits in the same vein as doleful and workaholic.
一緒に頑張ろうね、無能くん。
Right, you're one of us not incompetent. God bless it. That's not the. I want to be sleeping.
呼び名があると仲間らしさがぐっと強まるのである。よろしく頼むぞ、無能殿。
This is funny dialogue. A name with which we can call upon your demons or bonds. I am your service, sir, incompetent. That is fun
この
dialogue.
ご利用しな空気、自分の時を思い出すな。
Taking on a new guy takes me back. Incompetent detective rapidly gains approval of the Red, so rapidly that it's too late to dispute it, much to my chagrin.
秒で定着してよかったね。無能せんぱい。
Oh, look how fast your new name caught on. I'm so happy for you, incompetent. And you know what? It makes sense for my character because he's really competent on everything so far.
全然良くない。
It doesn't make me happy at all. And more updates. Someone protest downtown detective ignores me and flashing devilish smile. Tells to become incompetent detective, an official member of the detective alliance. To Vera, he did nothing. What's going on over here? A red carpet covers the floor and landscape paintings adorn the walls of the corridor. Detective explains the situation as we walk down the passageway. The scent of the roses on display around is drifting in the air.
君が連れてこられたこの場所は地図にすら載っていない孤島だ。この絶海の孤島を本拠地として探偵同盟は活動を続けてきたそうだよ。
This location to which you've been brought is an island that doesn't appear on any map. The DA's used it as a base of operation for years.
本部の2つの建物、捜査の補助や機器の開発を行うための研究施設、スナークスと宿泊用の洋館、ゴーメンガーストとに分かれている。
It has two buildings, Snarks, a research facility for investigating support and gear development, and Gormenghast, a manor for overnight stays.
本来、私たちが到着した後は、この洋館にジオラマで再現された八つ崎港事件の主要な現場を見ながら、全員で推理する手はずだったんだ。
The original plan was for everyone to discuss the situation in the manor. We were to review dioramas of various quartering ducases. Diorama? That... Is it dioramas? I never heard dioramas before.
だったというのは。
That was the plan. Architect suddenly punches the wall beside her, causing the other walls to tremble from the impact.
俺たちが到着した時には本部の探偵たちの多くが毒殺されてたんだよ。
Oh shit. When we got here, a bunch of detectives from AG had been snuffed out by poison.
研究施設にいた22人のメンバーが全員な。
Holy shit. That's why the research facility. If we walked in that research facility, we would have been dead. And I had to start over. All 22 members of the research facility gone.
22人が全員。
So I made the right decision. Nice. All 22 of them? I figure my body stands at the end of the unthinkable news. Assumingly, a quartering Duke did this. Among history's more infamous mass murders, we had a death toll of more than 20, killing 22 people at once is beyond all reason.
犯人はまるでゴミでも扱うがごとく、施設の入り口に我らの仲間の死体を積み重ねていたのだ。人間の所業とは思えぬ惨状であった。
That's why they're on edge against me, because they don't know if I was the guy who killed those 22 people. The culprit piled their bodies at the facility's entrance as they were not but rubbish, so savagery is no less inhuman.
無能先輩があの死体の山を見てたらしばらくご飯を食べれなかったと思うよ。それに毒ガスが充満してて下手したら死んでたしね。
Seeing that heap of corpses would have killed your appetite big time, incompetent, and the poison gas filling the room would have killed you for real.
行かなくてラッキーだったかもね。
Lucky you didn't go in there, huh? A heap of corpses, imagining it makes me feel faint. And that's not even taking the deadly gas into account.
老子探偵はその惨状を知っていて、僕をこの館に向かわせたのかもしれないな。
The heavy senior detective knew about that gruesome scene, so he sent me straight to the manor instead, exactly, because you would have died. If that poison was still like around, he would have died. And then if I was all by and didn't die there, I would have gotten the manor, and then they would have killed me. But also explain why he hid me in the forest and went off on his own. I need to find him soon and thank him for keeping me safe.
やっぱり八つ崎港の犯行なんですか？
It was another quartering Duke attack, right?
それはまだなんとも。あれだけ大量の殺人にもかかわらず、手がかりとなる品が少なすぎるんです。
Oh, they don't know yet. We're not sure yet. For how many deaths there were, the clues are awfully scarce.
八つ崎港事件の特徴は必ず被害者が2人同時に現れることだ。今回の犯行は少し毛色が異なるように感じるよ。
Quartering Duke cases always result in two concurrent victims. This crime would appear to have a different modus operandi.
八つ崎港の野郎が犯人に決まってるぜ。もしまだ島の中に嫌がるなら、この俺が絶対ぶっ捕まえてやる。
So, this is my theory. I've done no research on the game whatsoever. I know what the game's basis off of and everything, but what exactly the game is, like, the context of the game, no idea. So, this supposedly area is supposed to be off-road in a point where no one knows, right? No one knows this area. So that would basically mean that the Quartering Duke is one of them, right? If it is a Quartering Duke's doing, it is one of them. And if it isn't Quartering Duke, it is still one of them at the end of the day. So, I think Quartering Duke is one of the detectives. I could be wrong, but I think Quartering Duke is one of the detectives. Hi, Quartering Duke did a man, no doubt. If I catch that bastard sulking around the island, I'm gonna clean his clock. It said that Quartering Duke has killed over 100 people, but even though that was over the course of half a year, it was. On our hand, murdering 22 people at once, all of them first-rate detectives no less, could probably be the work of an amateur. I get the impression he commits grisly deeds for the thrill of it, but otherwise his identity is a complete mystery.
僕らは当然研究施設の捜査を始めたのですが、その途中でリーダーのデバイスに生き残った同盟のメンバーからこんな連絡が入ったんです。
We began our investigation at a research facility, but then the chief's D-pad received a message from a surviving Alliance member. Techie detective draws on his own D-pad and plays audio file. The senior detective. Some attacked E-Search, but all dead. I, hiding in Gormagas, cheap, meet their help. The recording cuts off there. Although the sound was low and full of static, even I could grasp what it signified.
この声って老子探偵ですよね。よかった。あの人は生きていたんですね。
Him incompetent. How has it made his incompetent? Not Watto, incompetent. That seems exactly what, isn't it? He's alive then, thank goodness.
はい、間違いなく老子探偵だと思います。この状況で無事だなんて、さすがはレジェンドクラスの探偵ですよね。
Yes, I'm certain that him making it through this situation unscathed. It's no wonder he's a legend among detectives.
そんなにすごい探偵なんですか？
Is he that incredible?
今でもメディアでよく取り上げられる明けの夜事件ってあるでしょ。あの事件を解決した探偵同盟の創立メンバーなんだって。
I'm gonna look up what the Dayless Night. Okay, so yeah, we know. Yeah, absolutely. I want to look at Dayless Night now. Popular name for a series of incidents caused by a Morningstar of Dawn Society, which at the time commanded public support and even exercised influence in the political sphere. A sect founder Junichi Nanase, who went by the name Lucifer, targeted opponents by kidnapping, confining, torturing, and brainwashing them. He is also believed to have carried out a number of cruel human experiments. Though the building where this is reported to have taken place as a collapse and disaster. Lucifer utilized TV station and internet broadcasts to steal the hearts of viewers with his witty comments and charismatic mannerism, instead of growing his horde of believers. 13 years ago, Lucifer attempted to take advantage of the chaos after a major earthquake, planning to release poison gas, resulting in his capture by the world's premier detective, Vidoc. Vidoc received global recognition for his accomplishment, eventually leading to the establishment of the DA. Although 13 years have passed since he was apprehended, Lucifer's followers have continued committing crimes in his name unabated. The true irony is that by solving this case, Vidoc triggered an exponential increase in domestic crime, thereby fueling the ongoing detective craze. What's Detective Alliance? Founding Detective Vidoc heads the Detective Alliance, an officially sanctioned organization compartment of 100 detectives and support staff. All requests and other pertinent information are communicated through D-pads, electronic devices exclusive to the DA, even those within its rank are not privy to the full details of their organization and inner workings. The Detective Alliance's activities are supported by funding and benefactors, as well as by any compensation earned through solving cases. Regardless of scope, anyone can petition the aid of the DA so as long as they can have a connection to the organization. Clients are not limited to the private sector, as even government institutions such as the National Police Agency will employ the services of the DA. Such a wide variety of requests are accepted and completed on any given day. When a request is made to the DA, the agent deemed most suitable for a job is dispatched, they're confirming an incoming job through their D-pad. The detective will seek the client out and handle the case independently. When the client confirms that the case has been resolved, the detective is rewarded with each successful case adjusting their rank accordingly. Rank. Detectives of the DA are assigned a number to indicate their rank within an organization. These ranks are determined by an individual's achievements. The higher one's rank, the more difficult the cases they receive. When egos collide and neither side can reach an agreement, the higher ranking detective will give priority, provided that there is no clear evidence that works against their favor. As the detective tend to rise self-important, the ranking system were created to mitigate any otherwise inevitable conflicts of opinion. Technical aliases. All detectives belonging to the DA go by an alias. These serve to disguise a various name and identity, as well as convey an individual's specialty. In most cases, a single word pertaining to this specialty is placed before a detective. There are, however, instances like workaholic detective, whose alias was proposed by ideal detective as a jab at his lifestyle. Detective Gyaru, on the other hand, despite the way her alias sound, often changed to downtown detective, for her usual place of work. In practice, the concessions are often made to accommodate a detective's particular naming sense. One's true name is strictly forbidden. Posh detective, however, is closer to her identity as a PR move for a company, so even this rule can have exceptions if one petitions a DA. Interesting. Look at the roster, right? Aha, there are people here. We have a question mark. We have not met all these detectives yet, but we're going to start with Rowdy Detective, right? Rowdy Detective. Her ability details is 1 interference, 2 analyzations, 5 inspection, 7 assistance, and 10 movement. Rowdy Detective, rank number 25, solved 26 cases. Notable cases: the Mina Mijuji kidnapping incident. Hobbies: Hanafuda mountain climbing, special skill superhuman strength. Additional notes: though straightforward and aggressive, Rowdy possessed a pure sensitive heart and easily moved to tears. Having lived in the mountains from a young age, she aided her father with his hunting, gaining physical strength and keen bestial instincts well beyond the average humans, allowing her to solve difficult cases through sheer might alone. In particular note is her intuition, which is so sharp that it's essentially supernatural. When presented with a group of face-down cards instructed to turn over matching pairs, she made not even a single mistake. Strong intuition. Hold on. Before I continue on with these other detectives, right? You guys, we gotta learn about these detectives, right? You have the Armor Detective. The ability details are 1 interference, 1 analyzation, 3 inspection, 9 assistance, 9 movement. Number 32. He solved 19 cases. His notable case is the case of the undead cyborg. Hobby is weight training. Special skill is protection. Additional notes: An individual never seen without his nightly suit of armor, he is an unusual detective who cracks cases with both his natural strength and the features built into his protective garments. While he struggles with brain work, he has managed to solve crimes with tenacity alone. Apparently his face was scarred in a past case, so he refuses to remove his medal if he can help it. Interesting. You got Downtown Detective. Ability details: 2 interference, 1 analyzation, 3 inspection, 10 assistance, 8 movement. Rank number 22, she called 31 cases. The case of the Ikebukuro Ripper. I guess you can probably make the Jack Ripper, right? Her hobby is after-school karaoke, and special skill is social deduction. Additional notes: a high school student with investigative prowess well beyond her years. This, all with her good looks, have caught the eyes of many. She stays up to date with the latest gossip via intel network characteristics of high school girls. Her special brand of social investigation involves utilizing social media communities to discuss her details and piece together multiple people's theories. Okay. Techie Detective. 3 interference, 5 analyzation, 1 inspection, 4 assistance, 6 movement. Number 20, Case Dissolved 38, the case of the VR killer. Tinkering with machinery and engineering forensic friends. A wheelchair user who was born with a cerebral palsy, which prevents the use of his legs. His intellect, on the other hand, far surpasses that of the average person. As brightest prodigy in the DA, he has already earned a PhD in science from an overseas university. He often collaborates with the DA's tech department, developing his own specialized wheelchair as well as with 7 forensic friends. Home machines designed to assist investigations during cases. He relies on his friends to produce data beyond the scope of normal detectives. Now, friends is capitalized, which probably means they developed something to help him out, which is why the Annihilation survived. We got Doleful Detective, which I still think is a girl, because of the voice. References 4, Annihilation 2, Inspection 5, Assistance 4, Movement 8. Number 14, solved 123 cases. Number cases, the case of the building number 6. Hobby, spend time at home. Special skill is Danger Magnet. That's a good skill. I'll tell you that, that's not a good skill. Additional notes: a rather negative individual with a strong aversion to social situations, he has an uncanny tendency to attract danger, aptly referred to as a danger magnet. His ability to detect threats has helped him survive numerous perils and truly signs the more hazardous cases. Even prior to joining the Alliance or becoming a detective, he has stumbled upon numerous incidents by chance. The sheer number of cases he solved is proof not to go toe to toe with the Alliance. And his last person, Workaholic Detective. Ability details: he has 5 interference, 3 analyzation, 3 inspection, 4 assistance, 9 movement. He is ranked number 10. He has solved only 67 cases. That's interesting. Because you solved 123, yet you're ranked 14. Interesting. Normal cases of endless night shift. His hobby is online mahjong, especially rival investigation. An office worker moonlighting as a detective, his demeanor is that of the quintessential Japanese man. He has aspired to become a detective for years, and upon learning of DA's assistance, begs both his wife and employer to allow him to take on an extra job. After a long day in the office, he would go to sleep in favor of detective work, deepening the bags under his eyes. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm gonna go to slot number 2. And on that note, I think it's time to end today's episode. We met detectives, so we made progress, and we figure out that 22 detectives are dead of some poison. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.